U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff is expected to arrive in Israel on Tuesday for talks on Iran with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, the Chief of Staff of the Israeli military, Eyal Zamir, and the head of the Mossad intelligence agency. The meetings are expected to focus on Israel's perspective on talks between the U.S. and Iran that are reportedly planned for Friday in Istanbul. Israel is said to be concerned that the U.S. could pursue a nuclear deal with Tehran that doesn't include limits on Iran's ballistic missile capabilities or its support for proxy forces like Hezbollah or the Houthis in Yemen. While Israel does want an end to uranium enrichment by Iran and for all uranium that's currently enriched to be taken out of the country, they also view Iran's ballistic missiles as an existential threat. They want the U.S. to make a deal where there are limits on the production of ballistic missiles by Iran and limits on their range. However, Iran has said that its missiles are part of its defensive strategy, and they have repeatedly said that they are non-negotiable. Now, during the 12-day war between Israel and Iran in June that began when Israel attacked nuclear facilities in Iran and Iranian nuclear scientists, Iran fired some 500 ballistic missiles at Israel, with around 50 of those missiles successfully evading air defenses and causing widespread damage in multiple Israeli cities. Israeli media are reporting that if the U.S. pursues a nuclear deal with Iran that doesn't include limits on the ballistic missiles or limits on support for proxies, that the Israeli government is likely to try to persuade the U.S. to carry out airstrikes with the aim of toppling the Iranian government. Now, these talks between Steve Witkoff and Israeli officials follow talks in D.C. over the weekend between the Chief of Staff of the Israeli military, Eyal Zamir, as well as the U.S. chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. Those talks apparently focused on coordinating defense ahead of a possible war with Iran. Blake Sifton, SABC News, Tel Aviv.